Good morning, students.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Now I can see 33 students, 35, 36. What was the first hour today?
It's solid mechanics, sir.
Pardon?
Solid mechanics, sir.
Solid mechanics. Okay, okay. Who is handling?
Krishnaveni ma'am, sir.
Krishnaveni ma'am. Who is your class teacher?
Dr. Satish, sir.
Doctor?
Satish. Dr. Satish, sir.
Dr. Satish. Okay, okay. Okay, all of you see the assignment. I have posted the attendance link as an assignment link. Hope you can able to access the assignment. Click the assignment link and post your attendance. You have hardly 5 minutes time. 10:05 it will be closed. All of you post your attendance quickly. Hope you can able to see the attendance link. Maybe I'll share the screen also.
Yes, sir. It's on.
Yeah, post your attendance quickly. You need to enter your name, roll number and cell number. Hope you can able to see my screen. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. You can mute your mic. When you want to answer, you can unmute and speak. First, complete attendance procedure. Complete your attendance. Do it fast. The form will be closed at 10:05. Close it quickly. There are 60 students. See, don't post attendance for your classmates because easily they can catch you. If you leave the room, definitely it will give you a notification, and if you change your username password, it will all easily we can monitor, so that I can see. Chaudhary has not yet turned in. Pragati, Hamid Sahul, they are not posted your attendance. Mishra, Priyanka, viewed only, not turned in till now. Gokul P. Gokul not turned in. Ramesh Aviram not turned in. Reddy not turned in. Saravanan, Sarkar, Shah, Manish not turned in. Bangala, Dhruvesh. So very few. One, maybe I'll check the attendance. Hope you all submitted. Is there anyone yet to submit? So every day, the first work is to post your attendance. The attendance link will be posted as an assignment. You have to you have to post your attendance first, then we will you can go to attending class. So any question, any
Excuse me,
difficulty you
sir.
are facing? Any difficulty you are facing posting
Excuse me,
attendance?
sir. Can you hear me, sir? Sir, I posted my attendance, but in that list, my name itself is not there. I'm the last roll number 75.
Prithvi Ramesh,
Yes, sir.
let me, I will show you once again. Did you pay the fee?
Yes, sir. I paid it on May itself.
Your number was lost number.
Yeah, after that, my number should be there. I even got the assignment. I turned it in.
You got it right.
Yeah, I got it. I turned it in also, sir.
See, I'm showing. You can see that Bangla not turned in. See, your name is there.
Okay, it's there. Okay.
Your name is there.
Is there? It's there.
Yes. See,
Name
yes.
is changed. Like my
Ramesh
first
Prithvi,
name.
right?
Yeah. My
It is
first.
here.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anybody else difficulty in posting the attendance? See, 47 have answered out of 60. Nearly 13 students are absent. Right. Who is the class representative?
Sir, it's me, sir, Darshan.
Class representative. See that 13 students are absent. Maybe after the class, you can send me a WhatsApp message. See that who are not posted their attendance. Just check with them. You must have their number. Check with them and inform me. See that Chowdhury has not turned in. Devi Kiran, Kirna, and Pragati. And you can post your, if you have a personal class WhatsApp group, you can post them why they have not turned in. And Gokul, Sakar, Shah, see they are not posted their attendance. Rest them all posted, right? So don't leave. See, some students know what happened last semester. If we post in the general post, immediately they click the link and post their attendance. Then they will sign out. Then they will sign in using their friend's email ID. Then they will post the attendance again. Now this will not happen. If you do that, easily we will catch you. When you leave the room, easily we can catch you. Don't do that. Okay? Right. Now coming to the subject. So what is this engineering mathematics 3? You have studied two mathematics papers, engineering mathematics 1 and we call it as matrices and calculus. Who handled the max 1 for you?
Somasundari ma'am.
Somasundari, ma'am, sir.
Both M1 and M2 madam taken, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. And in semester 2 you might have studied analytical mathematics. So in analytical mathematics you might have studied multiple integrals, Laplace transform, right? Then vector calculus. In semester 1 you might have studied differential equations, right? So in the semester 1 you might have studied ordinary differential equations. So what is ordinary differential equations? See here, it's an introduction class. Already I have posted the full material for the first unit in the file, MS Team file, and syllabus copy. So whenever you need, the full material for the first unit is available. You can take it and refer it. Let's come to the topic. So already you studied ordinary differential equation. We always denote it by ODE, right? Ordinary differential equations. What is this? Suppose if we have a y variable, this we call it as dependent variable. And there is one variable is called x, independent variable. Okay. So y is dependent variable and x is independent variable. Then you must have a function y is equal to f of x. Right? This notation you would have followed from the school onwards. So y is equal to f of x is a simple function. Then I need to talk about what is the definition of function. Can anyone tell me what is the definition of function? Y is equal to f of x. Definition. So we always start with the definition of function. Anyone who is the topper in this class can able to tell me what is the definition of function? I can see 58 students in this classroom. See, if you answer some critical questions, you will get bonus mark. So usually I ask some simple questions. If any student answers some difficulty questions, then I will give them bonus mark if I am really satisfied with the answer. So the
Sir.
first question today, what is the definition of function? If you give me the correct answer, don't browse and tell, just tell, express yourself what you know. What is the definition of function?
Functions are
Relation.
basically
Sir, it is a
operator-
condition, sir.
Sir,
It's a
basically it's an
condition which has two
operator in
coordinates.
which-
It is a condition. What is a condition?
So
The
relation between two.
condition is x and y, sir, here apparently.
Just tell your name and say your answer.
So my name is Sriratan. The answer is like the function is a condition basically which follows like a given rule.
Elaborate little bit.
So this is all I can think of right now.
See, any other answers?
So
Sir.
basically functions are the operators in which we put the input to get the possible outputs.
Okay.
So relation between two elements.
Relation between two elements. Okay. What else? Any other
So it's
answer?
basically relation of two or more variables. So
Relation of
two or more variables.
I didn't get you clearly.
Relation between two sets of elements, sir.
Relation between sets of elements. See how many different answers are coming. This is something close to the textbook. The other definitions are just they have told they by their own what they understood. Okay. Any other answer? Any other answer? See, if you read the 9th standard book, the definition of function, you will see, a mapping F. See? Hope you can able to see my screen and what I am writing here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir.
So you can able to see the board, right? What I am writing. So a mapping F from A to B is called a function. Okay. It's called a function. It's called a function if every x in A, okay, every x belongs to A. So this notation you would have seen in 9th standard, even 6th standard. Now 6th standard students are studying about set theory, right? It's a basic definition start in the set theory topic. So every x in A has a unique element in B. A mapping F from A to B is called a function if every element x in A has a unique element in B. Okay, then only it is called a function. That uniqueness, if the uniqueness is fails, then it is not a function, it is simply a relation. So there's a big difference between relation and function. See here, I'll give an example. This A and B are non-empty sets. So set, then I have to define what is a set. One female girl answered this question. What's her name?
Shrita, sir.
What is your roll number?
20101070, sir.
70. Okay. Do you remember this definition? See here, f from A to B is called a function if every element in A has a unique image in B. Right. See here, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this we call it as domain. Okay. And this is called codomain. Just recalling the fundamental concepts related to this engineering mathematics 3. First of all, you must understand what is a function. Before going to the function, you must understand what is a set. So this domain is a set. So can anyone tell me the definition of a set? Yes.
Collective representation of values, specific values.
Come again.
It's a collective representation of values, sir. Where you can...
Collective representation of values.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other answer?
Sir, set is a well-defined collection of objects, sir.
Collection of objects. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any other answer?
A collection.
The
Collection
collection
of
of different
elements.
elements, sir.
Collection of
Different elements, sir.
different elements is called a set. Any other answer? Any other answer? See, when you read some definition, try to give a proper definition. Whatever you give is a rough definition. So try to learn and remember what is exact the basic definition. These are not very fundamental question you can expect in the campus interview, right? If the person who is going to ask the questions, if he is from a mathematics background, because mathematics separated, we cannot separate it from computer science. So main bone structure of computer science is mathematics. Not only for computer science, for all the engineering, mathematics is the queen of science. So they may test your mathematical skill. If you are good in mathematical skill, definitely you can be a better computer science engineer. So let's start with the definition of set. Now see, a set is nothing but a collection of well-defined objects. That's a proper definition for a set. So what is a set? A set is a collection of well-defined objects. So what do you mean by the well-defined? So I start going back. Set. So what is a set? A set is a well-defined collection of objects. It's called a set. Next, my question, what do you mean by well-defined? Anyone? Well-defined. Yes? What do you mean by well-defined? See, today I started with the differential equation. To know about the differential equation, you must know what is function. To know what is function, then you must know what is set. To know what is set, you must know what is well-defined. Yes? Any answer for well-defined? So roll number 70. See, whenever you give your answer, please tell your number so that I can give you mark. 1 mark. See, gave a better definition which is in the textbook. Okay, not as a whole, but okay. 1 mark. You can claim the first internal, when I finalize your first internal mark, you can claim this mark. You can take a screenshot. 12/7/21. You can claim your internal mark. 1 mark will be pushed up. Yes, coming to well-defined. Any answer? Well-defined?
So we can say which is the part of the set and which is not the part of the set.
What is your roll number?
3, sir.
Roll number 3. Very good answer. 1 mark for you. See, if you see randomly, you select an element. If you say A is well defined, if you can able to make a decision, X is belongs to A or X is belongs to B. If you can or not belongs to A, okay? Either it is belongs to A or not belongs to A, then we call it that set is well defined set. What is the opposite word for well defined? What is the opposite word? You can take a screenshot of this and save it. During the first internal test, you can claim this mark. Okay, what is the opposite word for well defined? Yes.
Non-defined.
Yes, English teachers. Well defined. What is the opposite word? Okay, I'll give you an example to understand. Say, I give a set of all natural numbers, 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay. Then another set of all student X, handsome boys. Handsome boys. Now tell me whether it is well defined. This I can able to say randomly. I can select one number 10. I can able to say whether this 10 is belongs to A or not. Yes, on the 10th position the element is 10. If I take 1000, on the 1000th position the element will be 1000. Yes, it is there. If I say 1.5, see this element does not belongs to A because it is all integers, positive integers start from 1. This is a decimal number, a fractional number, which can be expressed by 3 by 2. It's a fraction, right? It is not belongs to this A. Therefore, my A is well defined. Okay. Next, coming to the second set. What is this set? Set of all boys, handsome boys. See, one judge, okay, say some Ramu in this class, okay, Ramu belongs to this class, whether he belongs to this set or not. For me, Ramu is handsome, but for some other subject teachers, they may not make a conclusion that Ramu is handsome boy. Now, hope you understand what is well defined and what is ill defined. The handsomeness, the handsome property is not well defined. According to me, if I say Ramu is handsome, I have my own characteristics. What I say, Ramu is handsome if and only if his color should be pink, white, no? The color of the student, based on color, I may define it. Based on character, some person they make a decision with color, some person will make a decision with character. So the handsomeness, it is not belongs to single attribute. For me, I will define based on color, but some other faculty or some other priest, they won't judge people based on color. They may see their character also. So it depends on the handsomeness. It's different. So that's why this handsome, beautiful, all are not well-defined elements. So I hope you understand what is well-defined and what is ill-defined. Okay, any question here? You can have multiple attributes you can add to define the handsomeness or beautiful, whatever you want to assign. Something no one will make a same decision. See, I say that 10 is belongs to this set. Even if you ask the Bin Laden or Obama or the who is the new president in America, if they ask the same question, he will answer that A10 is belongs to this A. Yes, all in the universe will accept and agree the same answer. Such set is called a well-defined set. Whereas for me, I may choose Ramu is also belongs to this set, handsome boy in this class, based on color, but one priest he may not accept based on color. He may not. He will see his character. If it is good, then he will say he's handsome boy. Okay. So therefore they can't define. So it is the handsomeness is different. Different person has different opinion. They will not accept. Okay, so like that we can define so many ill-defined sets. So well-defined set you can think of set of all natural numbers, set of all whole numbers. Then I need to talk about the number system. Now we are moving to 5th standard syllabus. So what is that? First we start with integers, natural numbers. Natural numbers, you know that it starts from 1, 2, 3, etc. Then what is a superset for natural numbers? Then we have whole number. What is whole number? Just a natural number, you just add 0. Then it is called whole number. Then after whole number, what do you have? What is a superset?
Integers.
Integers.
Yes, set of all integers. The I. What is I? It is starts from 0, then plus or minus 1, then plus or minus 2, etc. That's called integers. So after integer, what is the superset for integers? We have
Rational numbers.
rational. Yes, rational numbers we denote it by P. Okay. What is that? The set of all numbers of the form P by
P
Q,
by Q.
where Q not equal to 0, right? Set of all numbers of the form P by Q, where Q not equal to 0. This set of numbers are called rational numbers. Okay. So what is the? Sir, is a separate set. What is that? I should not make it a superset here. I have to make a separate circle because it is not belongs to any of these category. What is that?
Complex numbers.
Complex. No, not complex.
Irrational numbers.
Yes, irrational numbers. Okay, that we denote it by Q. Okay, Q. What is Q? A number which is not belongs to this P is called Q. Okay, I should not even use that word sentence. A number which cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q, where Q not equal to 0, is called irrational number. Even that is not proper. I'll give you an example. Look at this: root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7. Okay, which cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers. Here if I say it is root 2 by 1, it is in the form of P and P by Q, but P is not an integer. It is an irrational number, right? So it is a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal numbers are called irrational numbers. Okay, this has infinite sequence, right? Now we take the union of these two. So the full set A, and here it is full set B. We call it as Q, P union Q. Then this R, set of all real number, is nothing but P union Q. Okay, this set is called real numbers. So I just repeat: started with natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational, then irrational, then their union we call it as real numbers. There is a superset for these real numbers. What is that? superset for these real numbers? What is the real superset for these real numbers? Set of all complex
Whole
numbers. A plus IB, right? A plus IB, where A and B are, belongs to this R. R means P union Q, right? R is nothing but P union Q. So it can be a irrational number also, right? So I'll give you an example for this. Root 2 plus I root 3. It is also a complex number, right? What is this I? What is this I?
Imaginary number.
What is this I? I stands for
Iota.
root of minus 1. No, more than 300 years, no one can able to solve the polynomial equation x square plus 1 is equal to 0. See, if you solve any polynomial equation, if it is x square minus 1 is equal to 0, this has a root. 1 and minus 1 will satisfy this equation, but no one can able to find out solution, real number solution in this equation. But Leonhard Euler, who introduced this I, and he gave this polynomial has a root where x is equal to I, which will satisfy this equation. Even you can have minus I also root of this equation. Okay, that's the beginning of number system. Now coming to the set, number system we understood. Today's set we understood what is well-defined set, what is ill-defined set. Then we come to the relation. So what is relation? How it is different from function? See here, as I told you, f from A to B is a function. When we say it is a function, every element in the domain has a unique image. Right, I'll give you an example. I'll take the set A. Right? Set A, say set of all students. Set of all students in arrow 3A. Can we take another set B, set of all fathers of students in arrow 3A. Right? Here I take the set of all student list. Here I take a set of all fathers name list. Where the children are studying in arrow 3A, right? Now, I'll choose an element x here. I'll choose an element y here. Okay. I'll say the father of x. Okay, what is my f of x? Father of f of x. Or in other words, f of x means father of x will be y. It is a unique element. The x has a unique father. So no single student can have two fathers, right? So every student has a unique father. So the father of is a relation that has a unique image. Okay? Right? So this is an example for function. I will give you an example. It is also a relation. See, father of is a relation between two persons, x and y. The relation, the father of x is y, is a relation, and also it is a function. Because the uniqueness preserves. X has a unique father, right? If the uniqueness preserves, then that relation father of is a function. Next, I'll give one more example. Let us take b dash. B dash is nothing but the friends list. Okay, set of all friends of students in arrow A. Maybe they belongs to some other class, or they can be in the same class. Maybe you can think of arrow 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D. Assume there are 4 sections. Here we take only 3A on the left side. Okay, this is 3A student list. Whereas here you have 3A, 3B, and 3C, right? 3C and 3D. Here full 4 sections name list are there. Here only one class I take for arrow 3A, right? Now I take one student name, say Raja, okay? And I define the same capital letter F. So what is my capital letter F? Friend of, friend of Raja. Okay, so now see, the friend of Raja need not be a unique person, because he may have say R1 is also a friend of Raja, R1, R2, R3, say Rn. If he has n number of friends in this 3A, 3B, 3C, CD, Xn, the friend of has not following the definition of function. See here, the uniqueness is not there. The friend of Raja can be more than one. So therefore, the friend of is just a relation, not a function. See, the uniqueness is not there. So in this case, if he has more than one friend, then this friend of is not a function, it is simply a relation. Any question here? Any question? Understanding the definition of function and relation? Everything is clear? Can I assume that everything is clear?
Yes,
Our
sir.
students?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Fine. Now, so now understood what is the function, what is the relation, what is number system, what is a set, what is well-defined set, what is ill-defined set. These are the over. Now, once you have the function, then we can think about its derivative, right? So now we have a function y is equal to f of x. What are the known functions that you have? Yes, anyone? Give me example for different type of functions that you come across. Yes.
Y is equal to sin x.
Y is equal to sin x. Tell your name.
Abhishek sir, 124 roll number.
Number 24.
Yes, sir.
Give me some more answers.
Y is equals to x square plus x plus 3.
X square plus x plus 3. Okay. Any other?
Log x.
Log x. Very good.
Mod X, sir. Mod X.
Who is that? Tell me your name. Number.
Sir, 65, sir.
65.
E power x, sir.
E power x. Very good. Who is that?
Sir, roll number 16, Sri Ratan.
16 or 60?
16, sir.
16. Okay. E power x. Who introduced now? What is E stand for?
Exponential, sir.
Exponential.
Exponential.
Function.
It's not only exponential. There is another meaning. Who introduced this e power x? Euler. Leonhard Euler, who is a famous mathematician who contributed many results. Not only mathematics, he touched physics, chemistry, and he produced a new subject called graph theory. You know, such a person, that Euler first letter, that E is not only stands for the Euler exponential. Euler. His first letter of his word is used here. Right? Okay, any other answers? Any
1
other
by
answers?
x.
So root x, sir. Root x.
No, I didn't get you. Can you speak loudly?
So under root x, sir.
Root x. Very good.
Yes, sir.
What is your number?
54, sir.
54. Okay. Any other answer?
Sir, 1 by x.
1 by x. Again, it's coming under polynomial list.
Tan inverse x, sir.
Trigonometry. Tan inverse of is coming under trigonometry. Same category. Inverse function. Any other function?
X power n, sir.
X power
N.
n. It's coming under the polynomial. Nth polynomial. Same category.
Sir, x factorial.
The voice is not clear. Can you come again?
Sir, x factorial. It will come.
X factorial. Yes. X factorial where x is a variable, right?
Yes, sir.
You can consider it as a separate function. Okay. So how do you define f of x is equal to x factorial? Yes. Accepted. What is your roll number?
9, sir.
Roll
09.
number 9. Beautiful answer. Beautiful
Thank you,
answer. Excellent.
Sir, log of sin x, sir.
Yes.
Log of sin x.
Log of say sin x is again a combination of logarithm and
Okay, sir.
trigonometry. Combinations. Any other answers? Any other answers?
Sir, won't x factorial come under polynomial?
X is polynomial, but x factorial is a separate function.
Sir, if you expand it, you will get x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. So if you like that, it will be going on. So if you multiply,
Yes.
you'll get a polynomial function.
Yes, understand. What about this factorial symbol? It is separate, no? This factorial symbol is separate. It takes to the numerical value, whereas here it remains as a polynomial. Understand? Here it remains as a polynomial. Here it will take to a particular value, say if f of 2, it is a separate function. We can't say it is a polynomial function. F of 2 means f of 2 means 2 factorial that lead to a number. So f of x factorial, f of x means, if I say f of x, it is x factorial that will lead to infinite length of polynomial. Maybe you can say x minus 1, x minus 2, etc. until it reaches the number 1. Right? It is different function. Any other answer?
The greatest integer function of x, sir.
Please come again.
So it's greatest integer function of x, sir, that bracket of x.
I think your voice is not clear to me.
So he's telling about the greatest integer function.
Maybe next class I will put headphone.
Sir, rational function, sir.
Rational function. Maybe you can put your message in chat box.
Sir, step x.
See, there is one function called. There are many functions. Direct delta function. You may have studied in Laplace transform. What is a Laplace transform for direct delta function? Aeronautical department, no, the solution of a differential equation using Laplace transform. You may have studied what a direct delta function. could have given that. Then Heaviside function, maybe triple E students, they will be knowing about this. Heaviside. There are so many different type of functions are there. Heaviside
Sir,
function.
step X.
Step function, yeah, step function. The function will go step by step. It will be like a step, no? Say 1 to 2. Say 1 to 2. This is the function. That is, say it is 3. I will go. This is 3. From whatever be the x value 1 to 2, the y value is 3. Then 2 to 3. Then the function value is 4. So it will be 4. From 2 to 3, it is a another value which is 4. See, at 2, the function is discontinuous. See here, it's a step function. At 2, these two this function f of x is discontinuous because left limit is 3, right limit is 4. So it is discontinuous at 2. Right? You can define a step function like this. Anyway, I think we have seen enough example of functions. Okay. Now coming to its derivative. See, as I said, y is equal to sine x. Then what about its derivative? So I told you left limit, right limit. Then I have to talk about what is limit of a function. Then it will be a pure mathematics section. So let us not go beyond that. So the left limit, here you see left limit is 3, right limit is 4. Then it is both left limit and right limit are not equal. Therefore, it is discontinuous at 2. Right? If it is a continuous function, say if it is a continuous function at this point, let us say 4. At 4, the left limit and right limit both are same, and it is a point of continuous. If it is a point of continuous, definitely the derivative will exist, right? Then derivative, differentiation, integration already you studied in semester 1 and semester 2. Now coming to the differential equations. So as I told you, the solution of a polynomial equation, if I say x square plus 1 is equal to 0, then I have a root x is equal to plus or minus I is a root of this polynomial, which means it will satisfy the polynomial equation, right? Similarly, see, one way is very easy. From the root to polynomial, right? From the root to polynomial, it's very easy. If you know alpha and beta are the roots, okay? If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation of a polynomial, then what is the equation of the polynomial? We will write x minus alpha into x minus beta is equal to 0. Then you multiply it, you will get x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. So from root to polynomial equation, that is quadratic equation, very easy. But from root, from polynomial to root is difficult. Okay, right? From polynomial to root is very difficult. It's very difficult. In the case of 2, you can easily solve. In the case of 10, x power 10, right? X alpha plus beta into x power 9, etc. is equal to 0. Such polynomial from the polynomial to root is very, very difficult. But in the case of quadratic, we have the answer x is equal to minus b. If it is b, if you take this as b and this is as c and this is as a is equal to 1, then we have minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, right? If as we increase the degree order 3, 4, 5, you cannot have a unique formula to find out the roots, right? The same way here, y is equal to sine x is a root. Just you can compare this. You can compare these two. Here it is a root of the polynomial. Now y is equal to sine is a solution of a differential equation. Okay, solution of a differential equation. If this is a solution, what will be the possible differential equation? See here, I'll find out the derivative y dash, which is cos x. Okay, let us take sine 2x in the moment. Let us take sine 2x. Y is equal to sine 2x. Then y, what is y dash? Cos 2x into 2, right? Now add these two. Maybe you can go for one more derivative. Y double dash, which will be 4.
Minus 4.
Yeah, minus 4 sine 2x, right? So from the solution, I am deriving the derivative, then I am forming the differential equation as per my choice. There are so many ways we can form. What you can do, see here, if I add these two values, what will happen? Add everything. Add everything. See here, simply I'm forming y double dash, then plus y dash, then plus 4y. What will happen if I add 4y? Definitely these two will get cancelled. Y and y double dash will get cancelled. Only y dash will be remaining. That will be 2 cos x. Say I found from the solution, I found a derivative. From the derivative, as per my choice, I defined my solution. So one way it is easy, whereas from this equation to the solution is not easy. Okay, so today just recall what we learned. It's just an introduction class about the differential equation. We started with the definition of set, then function, then relation, then example for functions, then derivative, continuity, left limit, right limit, then polynomial function, root of the polynomial, how we can find out the polynomial from the roots. Then we compare the same idea with the solution of differential equation, and how we can derive differential equation from the solution. As we derived roots from the polynomial, here we derive differential equations from the solution. Now the next question, what is the definition of a solution? So I think it's now your break time starts. Have an idea. Next class when you come, you have to answer what is the definition of solution of a differential equation. Okay, what are the type of solutions available for the differential equation? See here, root of the polynomial, it is unique. See, if I say alpha and beta are the roots are unique. Whereas in the differential equation, you can have multiple solutions, multiple cases are there. Particular value constants will change, then it will give you a different type of solution. There are many ways to find out the solution, numerical method, analytical method, and many things we are going to discuss. Okay, so I think it's now your break time. We will close this now. See you tomorrow. So my assignment today is study the definition of solution of differential equation. Okay, already you studied in semester 2. Just recall and come. Next class I will ask you the same question. The students who have answered definition of function, no, number 24, 65, 16, 54 and 9, you can claim 1 mark. Okay, 12, 7, 21. So you can claim during the first internal exam, you can claim 1 mark. Okay, just take a screenshot and save it. When I give your answer script, you can show this screenshot through WhatsApp and you can claim your 1 mark. Okay, see you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go to the break. Go for break and see you tomorrow. Bye.